Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to be talking about expense management. It's quite unfortunate that most businesses in Cameroon or business owners they do not have proper information, or they lack clarity on where the business is spending money on so much, and because of this lack of information they tend to make very poor decisions regarding expense management. You will see a business spending more on on things that are not very much important, just because there is no clarity on about expenses management. So today we present to you how this solution or this software introduces a solution for for us to track how the business is actually spending money, on which items is this business spending more money, and this will give management or the owner proper information, and from this you can actually make very informed decisions about the business. We all know if there is no money, then there is no business. So we need to be able to track every cent. The business need to know exactly where every franc is going to in terms of expenses. So it's very simple with the application. Currently we have nothing on our dashboard. We see all expenses 000. When an expense is incurred, you just need to record it here. For example, what's the description of this expense? For example, it's an electricity bill. For example, what is how much amount we paid? Let's say 1,000 for electricity this month. And which day did we make this payment? 30th of May. And the category, let's say, is electricity and water. That's for bills. And who did we pay the money to? Let's say we paid to NEO. And what was the payment method? Paid by cash, mobile money, blah blah blah. Now this category will help us know which category of expense are we actually spending more money on. And any special notes, if you have any special notes, you can just add here. And then if this is recurring expenses, recurring expense means you are constantly paying this. Yeah, it's a common expense in the business. For example, electricity and water bill, we will always pay this by the end of every month. Worker salary, we would always pay salaries at the end of every month. So these are recurring expenses. But something like let's say we send a staff to go collect something somewhere, it's a one-time thing. It's not recurring. It's not like we send staff every day or every month or every now and then to go collect something from somewhere. So something like transport might not be recurring depending on your business nature. So if it's a recurring expenses, you just mark this as recurring expense. Means that on you incur these expenses every now and then. You mark and then submit. Our expenses already created. So our expenses for this month, total expense for this month, we already have 1,000. If it's fixed or recurring expenses, total recurring expenses, total one-off expenses 0, blah blah blah. So this chart shows us how much we are spending per category. If we add a new one, let's say we add a rent, we are paying rent of 25,000 francs every month, for example. Our landlord's name, we don't know, we can give our landlord's name. Our landlord is not a contact. It can be a client though, but in this case it's not a contact or something like that, because they are not directly related to our goods and services. And method of payment, let's say we paid by mobile money, and it's a recurring expense. For example, let's, because it's, we are renting, we pay rents every month, we add the expense. Oh, we need to add a description for this expense. Let's call it rent, May rent, and yeah, submit. See, so this chart will show us how much we are spending on each expenses, and then we see at the right we have top categories. What are the categories that we are actually spending so much money on? In our case, we are spending so much money on rent. That's lower here, 25,000, based on what we have recorded. So with this information, the management can track or have more clarity about which areas can he improve in expense management. Yeah, that's it about expenses. Any questions, please drop them in the comment section. I'll be more than willing to help. Thank you.